What's going on, guys? It's your boy Rico, aka RockStarrFX, here back again with another video. And I know it's been a while, and I can assure you guys that I missed you just as much as you missed me. But I'm excited, man. We back again like we never left, and today we are live trading NASDAQ, which is crazy because I remember there was a point in time where I told myself I would never trade indices. I just didn't understand, why would you do that to yourself? The level of stress and everything else that goes beyond it, just couldn't figure it out. But you guys know, man, I love to have fun, and it's that excitement, that adrenaline, that oh my god kind of feeling. Once we started trading indices, there was no turning back. We're here and we've been turning up ever since. So a beautiful day trading in the markets today. We're going to be doing a quick recap showing you guys how that went, and I'm going to be breaking down pretty much the strategy and what I was looking at or looking for as we traded throughout this session. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Okay, so we got a pretty solid trade session today. As I mentioned, trading Nas100. So we traded NASDAQ. As you guys can see, we actually are starting this recording. We are already in the position. The reason why we're already in this trade is actually because I got on the computer and I got on the charts actually super late. So if you look down right there, guys, it's about 9:47 a.m. So markets have been open for a little over, I would say over 17 minutes already, right? So a little bit over 17 minutes. And if you guys haven't been following me on Instagram, then you probably have no idea where I've been at and what I've been doing. So I guess I'll kind of take this time to fill you guys in. Over the course of the last 2 years, as you guys know, I took a break from YouTube. I took a break from just content and trading and everything like that, and I actually made the decision to go all in on a business that I was currently kind of launching and getting started back in 2023. And I had goals, I had big goals, and I'm proud to say that I achieved pretty much all of those goals, and we were able to grow and scale the business to a multiple six-figure, now seven-figure sales business. But you know, at the time, I knew that I had to make a decision, and I knew that I had to make a sacrifice. That it was either, you know, continue to do what I was doing trading, which is a skill that essentially I knew that I would never forget, I would never lose, it wouldn't go anywhere, or put trading on hold temporarily, grow a massive business. I mean, honestly, when you look at it, trading is really, for me, it's like, it's active income. So it's money that if I'm not trading, I'm not making money. Whereas if you develop a system and build a business, you know, I can do things like go back to trading. I could do things like travel with my family and have like that passive, real business money coming in. So I made the decision to do the business and put trading on hold for a little bit, and that is what I did. Now we're kind of at the point where I've hired a few people, and you know, our offices are running pretty smoothly, and I'll go into that in a whole nother video here. But when I've been trading in the morning at 9:30 open, I'm typically in one of my offices at 9:30. This just so happened to be one of those days where I was late to the office, and I say late, like technically I can't show up late because it's my office, but I was late in the sense that I'm usually sitting down in my chair and already charting up by 9:30, and I was not. So I actually started this trade in my car on my way to the office, trading from my phone. And so when I finally got into the office, that is when obviously this screen recording started, and that's the start of this video right here. What I've been trading with NASDAQ is really just breakouts. I'm not really using any indicators for entries or anything like that like we used to with binary options. It's really just trading breakouts. So market structure, support, resistance, and trends. And I've been really enjoying the breakouts when the market breaks through both either a support or resistance and a trend line at the same time. And that's exactly what we got here in this position. So as you guys can see, we're breaking to the downside, and of course I'm scalping, like we're never gonna stop that, right? But we're breaking to the downside right now. We broke the trend line going down, we broke some support going down. We officially entered the trade. Now I do notice, and I want to get better at this, I traded binary options for 3 years straight. So you know, entries were kind of key, but it was also time-based, so I was in the trade for a certain period of time. Didn't really matter how many pips or how many points were caught, as long as I was correct. So typically when I get into these positions, we're doing about a 1 to 3 risk to reward. Sometimes I'll do a little bit more than that if we trail our stops and just ride it down. But for the most part, my stop loss is always at about 50 pips or 500 points, anywhere between 50
and 55. So 55 pips, 50, 55. And we're typically going for either a 100 to 150 point move, right? I mean, 150 pip move. So about 1,000 to 1,500 points. I've gotten really used to setting up targets. So you guys see here, I got the alerts on the screen. The reason I have the alerts on the screen is because I actually place these trades and then I continue on with my day. So as I'm like in the office, running around, doing office stuff and that kind of thing, right? I might be talking to people, hanging out, I'm actually getting the alerts, and that'll let me know, okay, I hit target 1, and once we hit target 1, target 2 is usually about 750 points, so 750 points down is target 2 for me. And with that, that's when you'll typically see me start to move my stop loss to profit. So I move the stops to profit. So right now we're about to hit target 2, as you see right there. Alert just happened. So we're up 500 right now. And it's been less than 10 minutes. So up 500, less than 10 minutes. Let's see what we do here. So right now, look, I'm getting the price right there. And then there we go. So now we're going to move the stop loss. Boom. Stop loss is good to go. All right, so now we officially have stops in profit. We actually already hit my actual target, my final target, which in this case was just 1,000. So we were doing 1,000 points. So we hit that 1,000 point move. And now you're going to see me start to trail stops a little bit. So what I like to do in terms of trailing stops is that you'll see me trail stops. I focus more on the 1 minute candles. So once we get that 1,000 points, I start to switch towards the 1 minute candles, and I'll trail my stops about 3 candlesticks above where the market currently is. And just trail it like that. So like right now we're already up $700 for the day. And this is a small account that I actually flipped. I flipped this account, started with $500. It's now up a couple thousand. But $700 profit for the day is absolutely not bad, especially because at this point we have been on the charts for 9 minutes, right? About 9 minutes in, probably about 15 minutes total since I actually placed the trade. So I will say this, since I've been back on the charts, it's literally only been, I think, about 2 months. First month was really just me adjusting to going back to leverage style trading, and I'll explain why I went back likely in another video. But you know, really adjusting to make that switch from binary options to leverage style, and to really get a strategy that would work for leverage, because I've gotten so used to trading binaries that, you know, it's just like you got to learn how to adjust. You got to switch mentalities a little bit. So my first month and a half was doing that. The second month, going into the third month, was me kind of catching my flow. And now we're just crushing this thing. So point being is that this was actually my biggest day. This was my first day where we went ahead and cleared clearly over 1,000. It continued to drop even after this. So we actually cleared $1,500 for the day. Yeah, at one point it actually went down to 2,000, but I didn't, you know, I was trailing my stops, so I didn't take profit at that point, just letting it ride out. We're already well above where it is that we want to be in terms of targets. And if we're talking risk to reward, this ended at about a 1 to 3 risk to reward. There we go. We are still dropping down. Look at that. Really just trailing stops. Oh my God, this is absolutely ridiculous. You guys cannot tell me that this entry was not just a beautiful entry as we continue to drop down. This is crazy. So currently up over 1,100. At this point, markets have only been open for about 30 minutes. So, I mean, essentially we didn't get into the position at exactly 9:30, but you could say we made over $1,000 in about 30 minutes, if that's what you're gonna say, right? Up 1,200 right now, just dropped down to 1,300. Oh my God. Look at that baby go. Sheesh. Looking beautiful. beautiful. I'm not gonna lie, I would say this. So I did two things. That, if you're looking right now, right? So I'm still trailing the stops. I actually want to point this out. So I'm still trailing the stops. I want you guys to see this. I open up the stochastic, because I still do use the stochastic cross as an indication of what the markets might do next. So right now, if you look at the stochastic, it's still pushing down a bit, which tells me the market isn't actually about to reverse right now. So even though we have that bullish candle coming in and it looks like it's about to shoot up, I'm still trailing my stops, not getting too excited about hopping out of this trade right now, because there's no stochastic cross. It's not pushing up. Therefore, in my mind, we still got some room to head on down, right? Now, obviously, you guys do see earlier on in this trade, there was a stochastic cross that went up, but that was a fake out. So you typically only get one fake out in a move like this. After that, the next cross is like guaranteed the market's going to start coming back up, and we'll see that in just a few moments. So right now, currently up 1,500 for the day as the markets continue to drop. We are crossing that 1,800 mark. Sheesh. Here we go. So now you guys can start to see this, and this is honestly why I should have started trailing a little bit more, and I should have pulled out of this trade. But I don't think I was actually paying attention, to be honest. As a matter of fact, I actually went to the bathroom, but if we're looking at the stochastic right now, you guys can see the stochastic is starting to actually push up a little bit. So you'll see this drop down. There we go, drops down a little bit further. We're at 1900 now, so a few dollars shy. Look at that. Oh my God, 1990. We hit a little bit less than 2000 for the day. And I was not paying attention. And you guys watch this. Look at this. Look, stochastic is crossing up even more. This is where it gets spooky. It gets scary. Look at that. Market starting to reverse. We're about to open up the new candle. New candle opens. Blue candle comes in. Shoots up. Look at that. Look at that. 1800. Look. Now I'm back. You see I'm back. I'm like, oh shit. look how fast my cursor's moving. I'm trying to trail real quick. I'm like, oh no. No. Yeah, but it's too late. It's too late. And instead of trailing too, because it was just like, it's the spur of the moment. Like my first reaction was like, oh shit, I didn't get the trail. Obviously because I left. And I should have just hopped out of the trade. But because it was like, it was so quick, I was so impulsive with it. My first instinct was to trail the stops and then just let it come up and take me out. And that's exactly what we did. So $1,500 profit for the day. As you guys can see, that bad boy stochastic is crossing up. Blue candles is coming up. Look at that stochastic. Sheesh. And that's it. So there you guys have it. We are officially back like two flats on a Cadillac. And if you are brand new to trading, you're going to want to go ahead and check out one of these videos that I've uploaded on how to use MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5. If that's going to be the platform that you guys are going to be trading on. If not, I got some fire coming for you guys with the broker that you guys seen here in this video, the platform that I've been using for the last couple of months and have absolutely fell in love with it. The user interface is super friendly, super simple, and it just doesn't get much better than this. So with that being said, guys, this is your boy Rico, aka RockStarrFX. I'm out. Peace.